Good day and welcome to SCO BRICS Insight, where we look at what's really going on in the world of the BRICS. Now today I want to talk about oil, and a different sort of oil that from Russia's normally famous for. Everybody knows that Russia's a major oil producer that delivers vast amounts of the black gold. It's a lifeblood of the world economy and is used for everything from transportation as petrol and diesel to petrochemicals, plastics, plus a variety of other products including tar for roads and bitumen for roofs. Now, it's also worth noting that Russia is actually one of the largest producers of edible oils. In particular today I'm going to talk about sunflowers and the oil that's produced. This is now a healthy option compared to other types of cooking oils. But first let's look what's happening in the market. Over the course of this year, this price of sunflower oil has gone up by 56%, is now reaching $1,350 per tonne. Plus it appears that this upward trajectory is only going to continue, with the latest trading session only yesterday going up by 1% in price. Now the current price is not the highest recorded, which was a level of $2,400 per tonne, but it's not the lowest either, which was $600 per tonne a couple of years ago. Now while there's potential for further growth, there's a cause for concern in the food market, and that may have adverse effects. Now the growth was driven by the persistent supply chain challenges, higher raw material costs and a demand for the product according to the Impact consultancy. For example, sunflower oil prices in China have risen significantly due to the high demand from the food industry. Plus the appreciation of the US dollar against the Chinese yuan has led to higher oil import costs for China, which has contributed to the global price increase. Also, sunflower oil prices in Ukraine have risen significantly due to their supply chain disruptions and adverse climatic conditions that have reduced the yields. Now, the ongoing military action doesn't help the supply situation, and that's also added to the increase in the prices and the prices on the world market, given the tense situation in the industry. Now, before I continue, I'd like to make an appeal. If you like and enjoy my videos, you can help me fund the channel and my website SCOBRICSinsight.com to further develop it, and that's done by making a small donation, which you can do by clicking on the thanks button at the bottom of the video screen. Now everybody who donates does get a personal thank you from me. Now it's interesting to note that in 2023 the global sunflower oil market reached a value of $36 billion. The IMART group forecasts that the market will reach $60 billion by 2032. And that's a huge increase in just over 9 years. Now, this growth is associated with a number of factors. For example, sunflower oil is becoming increasingly popular with consumers who are becoming more health conscious. Now, using sunflower oil helps maintain a balanced diet as it's low in saturated fats and high in unsaturated fats and vitamin E. Now, the growing awareness of sunflower oil's health benefits, coupled with its extensive availability through a wide range of channels from supermarkets, retail stores, etc. and platforms, plus magazine articles, is driving the market expansion. Also, technological advancements in the extraction and processing, which enhance the cost effectiveness and bring down the price of sunflower oil production, have contributed to the market growth. However, these advances may not stop the growth in demand and the resultant price increases. Now, there's actually another non-food niche for the vegetable oil that's in demand as an alternative for fossil fuels. And that drive in demand for biofuels from sunflower oil through esterification. However, according to Fortune Business Insight, the main driver of the market growth is still the demand for sunflower oil as a healthier cooking oil in the food industry. Now, the growth of the restaurant industry, particularly fast food, is driven by consumer interest in eating on the go, dining out, and the expansion of fast food chains like the chickens, where the chicken portions are all fried in this oil. Plus the product's also used in a wide range of semi-finished products like snacks, like potato chips or crisps as they're known in the UK, and biscuits, etc. So it's also used as an active ingredient, by the way, in the manufacture of cosmetics, as it facilitates improved skin hydration and provides antioxidant protection. Now, these same factors are also affecting the Russian market, where sunflower oil is also experiencing a sharp increase in price. Now, according to an article in the Kommersant newspaper, the export price of the Russian sunflower oil from Novosibirsk has increased by 11% over the past month and over 40% over the last year. Now, according to the article, it's also driving up domestic prices. According to Sovicom, which is a consultancy and studies the agricultural markets, the selling price of the Russian oil in the market was 100,000 rubles per ton, which is just about 1,000, which is up by 26% in September. So it's lower than the export price, but it's still higher than it would be on the domestic market. So the export duty on sunflower oil has been zero rated, has now been increased to 2,891 rubles a tonne from November. Now the export duty has increased due to oilseed rape crops will serve to stabilise the market. Now, the increase in sunflower oil prices, which have gone up by 50%, is key factors including domestic economic conditions, export restrictions and global market trends, according to Artem Dave, who's head of AM Markets Analytical. And he says the decline in the value of the ruble against the dollar is a key factor in driving up the price of any dollar-denominated exports, including sunflower oil. Now, the cost of the product within the country is directly affected by the weakening of the ruble, given that the price on the domestic market is formed by the basis of export prices and the dollar exchange rate. Also, weather conditions this year have played a factor. We had some early droughts and then we had some flooding, and they had an adverse effect on sunflower harvest, not just in Russia but also on the neighbouring Ukraine. Plus there's a combined shortage of vegetable oils around the world, and that's caused an increase in the price of the raw materials and subsequently the final product. Now, in order to maintain a greater proportion of the sunflower oil production on the Russian market, the government's introduced a floating export duty, and the rate on oil exports is about approximately 10%, and then extension through to 2026. Now, this will restrain exports and stabilise domestic prices, and that's designed to prevent shortages and maintaining price levels at a reasonable level for the domestic consumer. Now, according to Dayev, he anticipates that oil prices, vegetable, may rise by another 10 to 15%, given the factors that I've just mentioned. Now, Nikolai Perlovsky, who's head of economic research at CM Consultancy, reports that according to the UN World Food Index, prices continue to grow in October. The food price index globally rose to 127.4 in October, up from 124.4 in September. Now, the most important indicator and significant increase was the price of vegetables, in particular palm, sunflower and rapeseed. And that's despite expectations of a reduction in production. Now, the reduction in sunflower oil in this agriculture is because of a decline in the harvest. And that was also something that happened because of the aforementioned floods and droughts. Yeah, you can have both at different parts of the year. Now, the price of sunflower will rise in accordance with the price of the foreign imported bred sunflower seeds, which has caused a 3 to 5% increase in sunflower prices. Plus there'll be an increased cost obviously in the gas and energy prices, which causes an impact on harvesting. Now, according to Perlovsky, logistic costs obviously caused by energy are on the rise, and that have already caused another 10%, so you can factor all of those in. So the export price of Russian oil has actually increased by 43% year on year. And the cost of sunflower oil for the November delivery is just over 1,100 a tonne. Obviously, a substantial decline in Indonesian palm oil exports, coupled with the projections of a suboptimal harvest in Malaysia, has also contributed to the rise in prices. So the increase in demand for palm oil is driving up the price and demand for sunflower oil. Plus, sunflower oil prices in Russia are aligned to the global market trends, and the volume of sunflower oil production in this year will still exceed 7.8 million tonnes, with only domestic consumption being 2.7. So there's still nearly 5 million tons that's going to be heading out. So they're going to basically be exporting 5.2 million tons, which is about 1.1 million tons over the past 3 years. And Russia is now the second largest exporter of vegetable oils, which is something that they've held the category of for the past couple of years. Now, the international market is influencing domestic prices, and that obviously is causing some problems. Now, but at present, the Russian authorities have no intention to implement any maximum retail prices, and I haven't seen much in the supermarkets, etc., as far as that's concerned. And there is a wide variety of available oils, and I don't see them being restricted by the export duties. Anyway, that's the situation on the one of Russia's different types of oil products, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe, and share. And if you want to help me out, please click on the thanks button at the bottom of the screen. See you all again soon.